Hey guys, Joe Massey here with Castle & Cook Mortgage Company, and wanted to talk to you today about the 10 commandments of lending and certain things that you want to be aware of when you're applying for a new home loan. So I want to go over these and really, this is meant to be pretty fun and tell you about certain things that you should or shouldn't do while you're applying for a new mortgage. So number one thing when you're applying for new home financing is do not change jobs, do not lose your job, and do not suddenly become self-employed. Now, obviously, sometimes layoffs and things happen, and that's outside of our control, but we are going to do a verification of employment prior to closing on your new loan. If you've had a change in jobs, you would not qualify. So please make sure you keep your job. Next, don't buy a new car, don't buy a new truck, don't buy a new van. All right, you don't want to go out and accrue any new debt on a new vehicle because that's going to impact your ability to qualify. Next, don't go out and start using your credit cards suddenly, and certainly don't fall behind on any of your monthly payments. Again, we're going to take a look at your credit report prior to closing. We want to make sure there's been no major changes. Do not spend the money that you've saved up for a down payment. This is a big one. If you're planning to put $10,000 down on the home, don't suddenly start spending that money on furniture, moving trucks, things like that. You're going to need that money at closing. And we've got to verify that it's your funds. Next, don't go out and buy furniture before you buy your home. This is one we hear a lot where folks will go to a furniture store, purchase $4,000 or $5,000 worth of furniture and finance it. Well, now that's a new payment that you've got that's going on your credit report. Again, we're going to see that before closing, and it could impact your ability to qualify. Next, do not originate any new inquiries on your credit report. Don't go to any home improvement stores and apply for debt. Don't apply for new store credit cards, new gas cards, new Visa cards. Making changes to your credit prior to closing can make a major impact on you qualifying for the loan. Don't make any large deposits into your bank account. If you've seen some of our other videos, you know that we have to verify all deposits greater than $500. So if you have a large deposit, $500, $700, $1,000, $10,000, we're going to have to verify that. Depending on where those funds come from, if it's a gift from a family member, we now have to verify those gift funds. If it's cash, that can be a problem because there's no way to verify cash. If it's a check, maybe from a bonus from work, just make sure you keep a copy of the check. But the easiest thing to do is don't have any large deposits. Don't change your bank accounts. This is a big one. We have to have 2 months of your most recent bank statements in order to approve you for the new loan. And if you change bank statements during the middle of or change bank accounts during the middle of the process, we're going to have separate bank statements and prove that those funds went from one account to the next. Best to just keep your same bank until you get through the closing. Do not co-sign for anyone. This is another big one that we'll see a lot of folks that want to co-sign for friends or family members to help them buy a new car. Well, now that you've co-signed for that debt, you're technically liable for that debt, and similar to purchasing a new vehicle or taking out new credit cards, that can impact your ability to qualify for the loan. So if you have someone asking you to co-sign for them, be upfront with them and say, I'm sorry, I'm in the middle of purchasing a new home. I can't do that right now. Do not purchase anything prior to the closing. Okay? Don't go out and suddenly buy $5,000 or $10,000 worth of furniture. Don't buy a new car. Don't finance anything. Don't take any large amounts of money out of your bank because that could impact your ability. Again, if you saw some of our previous videos, we need to see your down payment and we need to see your reserve funds. We want to make sure you've got some savings built up after you purchase the home. So please take a look at these commandments. Again, this isn't here to guide you and make sure you don't get tripped up during the mortgage process. If you have any questions, of course, feel free to call me at 303-809-7769.